Welcome back to the channel. We're Dan and Stephen, a married couple who, in a nutshell, became jaded with our old lives and decided to switch things up entirely. Along came Daisy the campervan, a 1996 VW T4 who became our new home on wheels. Free from our conventional existence and with the horizon ahead of us, we set off without a clue and into the unknown to hopefully discover a new way of life. Join us on our journey as we clumsily muddle through and see if we can make this adventure work. So sit back, relax, and come along, dear! We left you last week at Horsey Gap after the amazing opportunity to witness the wild seals. This week we continue to explore Norfolk, starting with a brief stop in the seaside town of Cromer. Stephen's found an ice cream shop, so he's proper happy now. He's in his element. I bet it's shut.
I bet it's shut.
It's probably shut.
No.
It appears to be shut. After this, we then fixed a light. Well, not really, we kind of sellotaped it to the door. Did some long overdue laundry. And then ran out of a crucial element, gas. We had huge difficulty locating Calagas at this point, ringing numerous places with no luck. Since then it hasn't been as bad, but we've just changed to LPG gas, which so far is a lot more convenient as you can fill up at many fuel stations and never need to run out, in theory anyway. Despite the initial cost of setup, it should also work out cheaper in the long run too.
Oh, can I have 2 mini milks and a 99 please, mate?
That's £30, please.
30 quid? I've only got £3. What'll that get me?
There you go, mate.
Ooh, that's pretty good value actually. Ooh, good, mate.
Well, we are easily pleased living in a van. After this we headed to West Runton Beach, which is famous for its fossils. But did we find any?
Yes, today.
Today's been a bit of a... We slept in. We got up at 11:30, which quite frankly, in winter, may as well mean you shut the windows and end the day, because it's nearly gone. I think the reason that happened is because we got a brand new duvet yesterday.
We did.
And it was a big thick winter duvet because we were really cold, and we kind of thought actually what we had wasn't really good enough. So we got this thick duvet, managed to store it all, it's fine. And it made the world of difference, didn't it? Oh my God, it was just so comfy, it was so cosy. And I think we just snuggled in and slept right through. Are you pleased with your duvet, Steve?
I'm very pleased with my duvet.
We love our duvet. So that has made a big difference. Something so bloody simple to fight off the cold, which hasn't been that bad. We've managed, we've got our own little methods, and most nights are generally fine. But there's been a couple of times where it's been really sort of like gets to your bones. And that made all the difference to everything. Anyway, today we're off to West Runton Beach, which is part of the prehistoric coast, and it's getting late, so we've not got much time, but we're gonna have a look round, maybe find a fossil or two, apart from us two.
You've got to find a fossil or two.
We've got to find a fossil or two, we've got to find something. Might just find a pebble, but that'll do. We were out and about, so it's nice. You found anything, Stephen?
No, Dan.
No.
Some rocks.
I found some rocks too. So after much drama of sleeping in, so half the day's wasted, I'm then having to do certain other tasks. and then getting to where we wanted to go and finding a height barrier. Of course there's a height barrier, and then having to drive back out in order to find another car park, which we actually did. We've now got down to the beach, the tide is coming in. Quick, Stephen, find a bloody fossil. Just got a bit of tarmac. I found a bit of road. So this whole area is apparently one of the most fertile fossil grounds. I don't think fertile is a word, but this whole beach is one of the most common areas you can find fossils in the whole of the country, apparently. So in our limited time before it gets dark, we need to find a fossil. You're not supposed to go near the cliffs, but apparently there's plenty of opportunity to find fossils on the beach. So let's have a look. Something? Is it a tooth? No, that's a bit of flint, surely.
Shells in the description.
Is that not a bit of plastic? Is that a fossil of sorts? Or just scrapings? Oh, hang on. Got some fossilised house. Well, we might have left fossil free, but the next day we were straight off to another beach, and this one was very different.
Where are we, Dan?
We are on Holkham Beach. Well, we're walking down to Holkham Beach. Don't know if I'm saying that right, as with all these places, but yeah, it's really well catered for, so it's a very well known beach.
And why is it well known?
Well, I know it because the All Saints video for Pure Shores was filmed here.
Can you sing a line? It's calling you, my dear. That's it. Take me to Holkham Beach.
So that's how I know it, but ultimately, I think it's just well known for being one of the nicest beaches in Norfolk, if not the whole country. So
I mean, it
let's
is.
put it to the test, shall we?
It's looking good so far. I mean, we're not even at the beach.
Okay, so we've just got over the marshes and we're onto, wow, it looks like quite a walk, doesn't it? So it seems really far. We're onto this like muddy plain, and that seems quite far down to the beach. Hopefully the tide's kind of out, it seems to be, and we'll be in some luck. So as I say, weather's not nice, but
It's okay, though.
it's not bad. It's not raining, it's a little bit windy, it's not too cold. Hoping for a bit of sunshine, but then we've been spoiled the last couple of days. So
It's winter, so it's good.
yeah. Okay, we're on Holkham Beach now, and it is so vast. I cannot believe how big it is. I think this is where the tide is out. It might actually go out further, but it is absolutely gigantic. Just a huge field of sand. What a beach. And you've got the sand dunes in the background. All forest, all lining the shores. It just seems to go on for miles in each direction. Oh, it's a big old beach, isn't it, Stephen?
It's huge.
There's quite a few people here, but the beach is so big that it doesn't actually matter because everybody's so spread about, and it seems to go on for miles in that direction, miles in that direction. I think we're facing north of the sea, so east and west, it just goes on for a long way in each direction. Sand everywhere. There's so many razor shells as well, isn't there? Like razor clams. Walking uphill, Stephen's favourite task.
Yay!
And he made it.
I'm better at it now than I was.
Norfolk's coastline is constantly changing. Exposed to the elements and subject to rapid erosion, the landscape here can transform overnight during powerful storms and tidal surges. With its drifting dunes topped with long flowing grass and miles of sand, it's easy to see why Holkham Beach is such a draw for people and a popular filming location. It's teeming with rare wildlife, and luckily there are great efforts to protect the environment, which is part of one of the largest nature reserves in England. Morning, Steve. Morning. Today we actually don't know where we are, do we?
We're in...
Are we even in Norfolk anymore? So we went to Hunstanton. We went through Hunstanton yesterday, and then we ended up trying to find somewhere that came up on Park for Night. And Google, as she often does, led us down what was not a road. It was a track. The track became mud. We kind of persevered because we didn't think we could turn around. And then we turned right onto another road. And we pretty much got stuck in the mud, in the dark, in the middle of nowhere. It was actually quite scary because I don't know what the hell we would have done. We'd have had to call the AA or something like that. But we managed to get out. Stephen was bloody good. He managed to reverse. I got out and sort of tried to guide, and eventually we kind of managed to turn around and get out. But it was really touch and go. The wheels were sliding. It was awful. So when you think something's reliable like the sat nav, even though it's not really a proper sat, well, it is a proper sat nav. I don't know. The point is, Google Maps is just not always reliable. Sometimes it will take you on different routes. I'm sure everybody knows this, that make no sense. Well, this one wasn't even a route. I mean, it was a track. It was awful. So but we have found a beautiful park up this morning. We finally got here, and the park up it's beautiful. I'm going to go for a run.
You should check out the mud on the tyres. See what it is.
Yeah, let's check out the mud on the tyres. Let's have a look. I mean, it's actually not horrific because it's covered in sand, but you can see up the sides here, Daisy is absolutely plastered in mud. Well, I think a lot of that's from the day before. Anyway, the point was, the reality was worse than what this looks like. So yeah, and this is our park up. There's a few cars around, but not much. A few walkers, and the sun's out, and we seem to be in some kind of pine woodland with lots of sand again. I feel quite safe here. I was really scared last night. I honestly thought somebody was outside the van and trying to get in, or doing something, but we were all right. In the day, the difference, we were just saying, weren't we, how scary it is sights can seem at night.
Yeah.
And you've got your doors locked and your windscreens on and all that kind of stuff, and then suddenly in the daytime it's all gone and everything's beautiful again. Complete difference. After my run and a spot of housework, we went exploring this little woodland gem, which, by the way, was actually still in Norfolk after all. After this amazing park up, we drove off to give Daisy a bit of well-earned TLC. Okay, I'm quite excited because Daisy's about to have a wash. She's having a shower. All that mud! I'm just here to supervise, to be honest. My freshly washed carriage awaits. Well, after a good shower, that seems like the perfect place to leave you. Join us next time as we travel further inland and discover more of this beautiful pocket of England. If you've enjoyed our travels so far, give the video a like, and if you're feeling really generous, subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell. Things can only get better, maybe, and feel free to leave us any comments, we'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and see you next time.